fact is, we just do not outlive our cardiovascular system. By taking responsibility early on, we can maintain the strength of that system and prevent the expense that we would occur later in our lives. We'll work our entire lives accumulating wealth, and we will spend almost all of it in those last few months and weeks of life.
Personally, I believe that we do not need to be victims of our genetic disposition, nor are the hereditary environment in which we live, because we can compensate for many of those deficiencies by the use of dietary supplements that strengthen our systems, such as the cardiovascular system.
In research and development, when we design a product, we design a product to meet a need. And the need that we're looking at here is the need to maintain our cardiovascular systems.
I think most of us are familiar with the fact that the heart is a muscle. As one muscle we better pay attention to, because this is one we cannot neglect.
The dependence of the cardiovascular system on good nutrition is well documented, and only recently the dependence of the cardiovascular system on a well-balanced immune system has become a point of fact. It's no longer debated anymore. Here's what the research has demonstrated. In an immune system that doesn't react rapidly and appropriately, bacteria and viruses that have found their way into the bloodstream may become embedded in the arterial walls, initiating an inflammation in the artery. This inflammation attracts the LDL, or so-called bad cholesterol, which becomes oxidized in the lesion, aggravating the inflammatory response. The body responds by sending macrophages to clean out the oxidized LDL debris in the inflammation. As these macrophages engulf the oxidized LDL, they grow in size, causing further swelling. In attempting to clear out the oxidized LDL, these macrophages actually aggravate the condition, making a bad situation even worse. Meanwhile, if the body's immune cells haven't been sensitized to these bacteria and viruses, they go unknowingly on their way, unaware of the growing problem in the arterial wall. The role of transfer factor is to support the immune system by improving its ability to recognize and react to foreign invaders. In this case, transfer factors help the body's immune cells recognize and eliminate the invader. Once the bacteria or virus has been dealt with, it's time for the immune system's suppressor cells to deal with the excessive inflammatory response. Transfer factor supports these suppressor cells, and healthy suppressor cells in turn enable the body to control the inflammation. Once the inflammation is controlled, the arterial wall is free to repair itself and recover its normal function.
Now there are certain